Comment y'all's questions. Let me know where y'all from, who I got in the building, and we're going to teach like we always do. Teach, give y'all some info, answer some questions before I start putting in some time to make sure all my clients' plans are sent out. Just want to say thank you, learning a lot. Thank you for watching. New York in the building, Canada in the building, Toronto in the building, that's Canada, Baltimore, New York. Let me know where y'all from. Let me know y'all's questions. New Jersey in the building, Virginia. We got a little bit of everybody. That is what's up. That's what's up. How did I get started or interested? I'm assuming you mean in like what I teach as far as health. People I go to school with, people my age. I'm like 19 or something like that. A bunch of them getting cancer and stuff like that. And I'm like, hold up, this is weird. Why are 19-year-olds getting brain cancer and breast cancer and colon cancer and kidney cancer when I was just in school with them and they were perfectly fine? At least I thought. So that was weird. Then my mom has autoimmune disease. They thought it was lupus, but now they said scleroderma, which is like lupus. Because again, when doctors diagnose someone, there's not necessarily such thing as a disease, right? That's what we like to say, right? They're just taking symptoms. So if you know lupus, these are the 10 symptoms. If this person has 7 of those 10 symptoms, we're going to diagnose them with lupus, right? So that's why even with my mom, they're like, we don't really know. We think it's lupus, but it might be scleroderma, but it might be this. So it's like they just take factors into account and then diagnose this is a disease, right? So all of that added up, I'm like, hold up, this is weird, right? Why is everybody I know getting disease? Why is people the same age as me I went to school with getting cancer? And I'm like, all right, what do they all have in common, right? What do we all have in common? We're all eating the same foods. Why is disease constantly on the rise? Everybody's eating the same foods, going to the same fast food restaurants, having the same typical diet. The people who are eating healthy are eating grilled chicken and white rice. But those type of people who are still getting sick. So what's going on? What's really going on, right? And then we learn that grilled chicken, just because it's not fried, it's still not healthy. It's creating acid in the body, uric acid, right? That comes from chicken. That comes from your pork, right? Then the white rice is super high in starch, which is creating acid in the body, right? So we just keep adding acid to the body, right? And it's just like, so that's how I got into it. And even with my mother, even the knowledge I have, she won't listen to me, right? She's hard-headed, so it's like, it's sad, but I can't force you to do anything. I can give you the information, but she's had scleroderma for like over 10 years now. She won't even stop smoking cigarettes, which we know we call cigarettes cancer sticks, but yet we still smoke them, right? That's a mental illness. So I was just hopping on, seeing where all y'all was from, telling y'all to comment y'all's questions. Somebody asked how I got into what I teach. I was just kind of giving you a little quick brief rundown. And then all of my family, I come from drugs and alcoholics and things like that. So for whatever reason, something in my conscience took me the exact opposite way. Shout out to New Orleans, New York. We're going to talk about some stuff, though. Just gathering y'all's, seeing who we got in the building. No, I'm not Muslim. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I believe in energy. Spirituality, I don't believe in religion. But if you do believe in religion, that's nothing against you. And we got a lot of people. We got people from everywhere. That is what's up. So what y'all want to talk about today, right? Went on a little walk this morning. I'm going to go on a run later. It's not that sunny here in Cali today. Oh, y'all think it looks sunny? It's actually, see, this is not, there's like a little bit of cloud, so I'm used to it being completely clear. It's about 70 and partially cloudy here. price of milk is shocking. Stop dealing with the milk. Start making your own milk, all right? You can take the walnuts, you get a milk maker. You can get on Amazon for like $50, $100. Get a milk maker. You buy your walnuts. The best source of milk you can make is walnut milk, better than almond milk. And when you're buying these almond milk, start looking at the ingredients on the back of them. You'll see there's probably 5 to 10 ingredients you can't pronounce. So therefore, just because it's almond milk and not dairy milk from a cow, it's still not healthy for you, right? So you gotta start limiting that. Start making your own milk, right? So you make your own milk with the walnuts. In a milk maker, you get your spring water, you pour it in, and you take your walnuts, you put it in, it strains the walnuts into walnut milk. If you want it to be a little sweeter of a taste or anything, you put date sugar or agave nectar in it, mix it up. If you want chocolate milk, what you're gonna do is, you're gonna put some cacao powder in it, right? Because this is the original chocolate. This is something we're gonna talk about, right? The original chocolate. So we're gonna talk about some transitioning things, okay? So if you're addicted to chocolate, you love chocolate, but we know that's causing issues. We know it's more acidic, right? Cacao is still slightly acidic, so we don't want to deal with this all the time. But we also, if you're coming from a horrible diet, it's not always about just snapping your finger one day, waking up and being 100% alkaline or being 100% vegan or anything like that. You have to take steps. So this is a great transitioning step. So instead of buying a Snickers bar or whatever chocolate you like, start making chocolate with cacao powder, because this is the original chocolate. Any chocolate you eat comes from a cacao plant or seed, right? Right? And then they turn it into milk chocolate or any other chocolate you're making, all right? So this is much less processed. This is the original chocolate. This is where all chocolate comes from. It's cacao powder. Again, it is still slightly acidic, so we don't want to deal with this all the time. But if you want like a chocolate flavored smoothie or a chocolate shake or something, I would much rather you take cacao powder, make your own chocolate smoothie, chocolate shake, versus using some Hershey's chocolate syrup and putting it into your shake or smoothie, or going and get some chocolate. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, we don't deal with negativity. Let's have me glance down, see some negativity. You just got blocked. So yeah. So yes, if you're transitioning, look for ways where you can, I guess you can say, have what you like, but without choosing the worst option. So we talked about chocolate, the original chocolate. All chocolate comes from cacao. The cacao plant, seed, whatever you want to call it, it's about this big. You'll see them a lot if you go to like Mexico and things like that, right? That's where chocolate comes from. They turn it into your chocolate, to your milk chocolate. So use this instead as a transitioning step, because it's less acidic. It's still slightly acidic, but not nearly as much as chocolate. It's less processed, right? Because it comes from a natural plant, but just because it's natural doesn't mean that it doesn't have acid in it. So you still want to watch that, all right? So here's a tip for y'all. Also, if you're making like a smoothie or something, a lot of us with our smoothies, if you get a smoothie, even at these health shops and stuff like that, what's always in the smoothie? It's always like peanut butter, right? You want to watch out for the peanuts. We got to start limiting the peanuts. I got a video coming on that I have to record. All right. So do cacao powder instead of peanuts also, if you need that sweet kind of savory taste. Because peanuts are high in lectins. Lectins are super hard to break down and for your body to digest. This is why a lot of us have IBS, PCOS, Crohn's disease, things like this, acid reflux, right? Because we're eating foods that our stomach can't break down. So peanuts are high in lectins. So you want to start getting rid of the peanuts. 1 second, let me make sure Yeah, if you're in here, you ever miss my lives, you hop in late, subscribe to my YouTube, because I upload all my lives to my YouTube so you can rewatch it, take notes, whatever you need to do. So my YouTube, same name, youtube.com/TWalkTheHawk, or just search TWalkTheHawk just like it's spelled. Follow me on Instagram also. So I was talking about peanuts, how they're high in lectins. So we got to start avoiding the peanuts. When you're dealing with nuts, you should be dealing with walnuts or Brazilian nuts. That's really it. Nuts other than walnuts or Brazilian nuts. Peanuts, high in lectins, right? They're also really high in pesticides, which most people aren't cleaning off their peanuts, right? So you want to watch out for that. And then they cause inflammation. So I always see the question, how to get rid of inflammation. But you're eating peanut butter, stuff with peanut butter in it, or peanuts all the time. So get rid of those. I'll make a detailed video breaking that down. Again, if you're just joining, what you're going to want to do is subscribe to the YouTube so you can rewatch the live. So yeah. And then the other day we talked about, somebody asked about fibroids. So fibroids, anytime you're dealing with fibroids, this is what you want. Black mission figs. All right? Black mission figs. If you're dealing with fibroids or you know somebody with black mission figs, you should be eating these daily, right? They shrink and get rid of fibroids naturally. Not just any fig. It has to be a black mission fig, all right? I'll do a video on that. So black mission fig for fibroids. Dang, the sun is beaming now. I guess the clouds is moving out the way. So we talked about cacao powder instead of chocolate as a transitioning phase. But we don't want to eat this all day, every day, okay? We talked about black mission figs for fibroids. We talked about the chicken and white rice and why that's not good, right? Papaya is great. Again, if you're dealing with digestion, a lot of us are dealing with these digestive issues, Crohn's, PCOS, IBS, acid reflux. Papaya is great. It's one of the best, it probably is the best natural enzyme. Dang, why my screen just get dark? Hold on. What is this? There's like an... Then I gotta be careful because the sun hit my phone. It'll just turn off and say that it got too hot. I wish I had like a little umbrella here, so I don't want my phone to cut off. So yes, if you're dealing with any digestive issues, you should be eating papayas daily, right? Preferably after your meal. So you should be eating papaya after your meal because it's a digestive enzyme. Digestive enzymes help break down the food you just ate, to keep it simple, right? So papaya is your best thing if you're dealing with stomach issues, naturally. Stop dealing with the Tums, the Pepto-Bismol, all those chemicals and nonsense. Just eat a papaya after your meal. Facts. Again, if you're just joining, if you missed the beginning, you've already started going in, subscribe to the YouTube, same name, youtube.com/TWalkTheHawk. Follow me on Instagram, TWalkTheHawk Fitness, same name. Search it on YouTube, search it on IG, it'll pop up. I post my client testimonials primarily on my Instagram. I post one a day for the last 4 months straight. I responded to a bunch of y'all's DMs. I sat on the couch literally for like 2 hours and just responded to DMs. So if you DM me over the last 2-3 days and I didn't get back, you should have a response because I'm pretty sure I called everyone. Yes, Black Mission Figs. Yes, if you're ready to get started with the coaching, it's $40 for 1 month, $80 for 3 months. You can get a whole month free. Message me now or just click the link in the bio right now. Hop off the live, click the link, process the payment. You'll be directed to direct message me your goals within 5 business days. I have it sent to your email. And we do check-ins weekly, plan changes monthly if you choose to continue, and you'll be my next client testimonial. I post daily on my Instagram. Perfect. Yep, so I'll be getting y'all set up. But yeah, comment y'all's questions, keep commenting. We're gonna be on here a while. So yeah, that was Black Mission Figs. I seen somebody ask. That's for fibroids, right? Okay. Chelation's good. But again, there's different chelations. So it depends on the company, the brand. All right. And then I'll show y'all something I'm doing. So I'm teaming up. As y'all know, I'm pretty well connected in the holistic health community, naturopathic doctors, things like that, right? So I'm close with, I do get some of my meal prep from my homie Chef Key. He's out here in LA. So I just talked to him. He came over yesterday for about an hour. And his business, he's finally taking it to online shipping worldwide, or at least nationwide, all right? So at least if you're in the US. He has an alkaline meal prep company. So I'm gonna be putting his info to y'all. I'm actually gonna have him come over, hop on a live with me. We'll chop it up with y'all too. All right. So that's gonna be great for y'all to be like, where do you get this alkaline food? What if you just wanna, where can you get meal prep? Because you can get vegan meal prep, but it's not alkaline. Because a lot of the vegan meal prep is going to have soy and a bunch of nonsense things and chemicals and ingredients we don't want to deal with. That's still not good for your health just because it's vegan, right? So yeah. And he's best friends with Dr. Sebi's son, Victor. So I'm in talks with Victor too. We're going to get linked up. I haven't really sat down with him yet, but he has some good herbs, of course. No nonsense. He goes and picks it out himself and stuff. So that's Dr. Sebi's son, Victor. So I see a lot of y'all like, where's the best place to get these herbs you speak about? So I'm just going to send you his way. So it's all going to be connected. We all teaming up together to make sure we helping y'all out. So yeah, Dr. Sebi's son, Victor, I'm linking up with him to put y'all on to where to get the herbs from, the correct ones, because again, we talked about the sea moss. All sea moss ain't good sea moss. My homie Chef Key also makes the sea moss gel. So I'm gonna send that y'all's way, the site to get the herbs y'all's way, link it all in with y'all. You get the information from me. You can go follow them. It'll be all good. I got some of the meal prep here. Fire. All right, y'all like, what do you eat, right? Right? We eat fried chicken. It's like, no. Imagine if I was sitting here eating fried chicken. So what this is in the meal prep. Again, transition foods, right? Because we don't want to, even though this is 100% alkaline, we don't always want to eat certain types of foods, even though they're alkaline. So this right here, it looks like a fried chicken tender, right? What it is, it's fried oyster mushroom. And what is it fried in? The batter, we would never deal with the normal stuff that fried chicken's fried in, right? So it is garbanzo bean flour, right? Which is 100% alkaline. It's oyster mushroom, which is a good mushroom because we don't deal with shiitake mushroom, right? And then it's fried in grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is one of the few oils you want to cook with, because specific oils, when you bring them to a certain heat, they're no longer good for you, they're actually bad for you. So we have to stop cooking with the coconut oils and the olive oils, especially your normal vegetable oils and nonsense. Definitely stop dealing with that. You should only be cooking with grapeseed oil, right? So yeah, this is fried oyster mushroom, fried in the oil of grapeseed oil, and it's covered in garbanzo bean flour. So it's 100% alkaline, right? But I still am not going to eat this all day, every day, because there's healthier options. But this is something fun if you want to mix it up and get some good food in your system, right? And so it's just like fried chicken. It's not better. Because again, I realize a lot of us are coming from eating the fried chicken, eating the bad foods. So the best thing we can do if we're trying to transition into an alkaline diet is make foods that make you think of the memory or the emotion tied to those foods that are making you sick, but this isn't going to make you sick, right? So we got that. And then this is chickpea mash. So it's like mashed potatoes, but it's made out of chickpeas. Because we don't want to deal with white potatoes. Why? We talked about this before. They're super high in starch, right? And what is starch? Starch creates acid in the body, which is where disease lives, in an acidic environment, right? So that we don't want to deal with white mashed potatoes, any of that. And then we talked about the skin of mashed potatoes. Or sorry, the skin of white potatoes is what? Arsenic. Which is what? The number one ingredient in rat poisoning. So that's weird. Why would we want to deal with that? And then we talked about Idaho potatoes, white potatoes are grown in human feces. Biosolids, right, is the word for it. They take your feces, they recycle it, and grow your potatoes in it. So why do we want to eat that, right? So any potatoes we're not dealing with. Any. You don't have to ask, what about this, what about this? We're not dealing with them. Alright. So again, if you're missing on any of this, you're just tuning in. I still see a lot of people joining. Right? Subscribe to the YouTube, same name. You can rewatch the video. I'll have it uploaded by the end of the day. yeah, I'm gonna put y'all on to where to get the sea moss, where to get all your herbs from, so y'all be on the right track. You're not getting any nonsense. And then here, this is, we got, these taste just like fries. It's crazy. It's made out of burro bananas, but it tastes just like a fry. Literally tastes just like a French fry. It's crazy. Same thing, cooked in grapeseed oil. It's just a burro banana sliced like a fry, right? Cooked in grapeseed oil. It's great. It tastes just like a French fry, but it's 100% alkaline. It's no starch, right? Then we have some pasta, right? But the pasta is not normal pasta, right? It's made out of spelt, right? So no starch, so 100% alkaline. You can still eat good. Don't think that you have to just eat fruits and veggies. That's going to be your best option. But if you want to mix it up, this is what I'll mix it up with before I go to McDonald's or Burger King or KFC or some nonsense like that, right? So comment that flex emoji if this live is helping y'all out. I should have wore a short sleeve because the sun is starting to beam. Hopefully it ain't getting my phone too hot. Yeah, comment y'all's questions. 1 second, let me make sure the screen's still recording. YouTube link is the link in my bio. You click it, there'll be a bunch of drop downs, or just go to YouTube, search T-Walk Talks, but exactly the same. 1 second, I'm just making sure my screen's still recording so we can get this. Okay, we good. Looks like it's frozen. Y'all should be able to hear me, see me good. So yeah, if you're dealing with thyroid issues, I talked about that on the last live. You're going to want to go rewatch that. If you're dealing with thyroid issues, what you're going to want to use is bladderwrack. It's called bladderwrack. That's the herb you want to use. Any issues with your thyroid, bladderwrack is what you want to use. All right? Bladderwrack. For thyroid issues, also if you like, we talked about like self-diagnosing yourself. If you like, somebody DM me was like, you know, I bruise really easy. What do you think that is? If you bruise really easy, that means your calcium, right? You're having issues with calcium. So you need to increase your calcium. If you bruise easy, that's something to do with calcium deficiency and thyroid issues. So to fix the thyroid issues, you get your bladderwrack. All right. And then I've been getting a lot of questions lately about women like that are pregnant or looking to conceive, like they want to make sure their baby's safe, things like this. The best thing you can do is follow what I tell you with these diets and eating correctly, right? Because I've talked about before, if the problem is, right, a baby is chilling in amniotic fluid, right? Now, what we find is when a woman's diet is not good, it's not up to par, she's not getting the right amount of minerals, nutrients, vitamins, not eating the correct foods, eating a bunch of nonsense, eating fried food, because we know pregnant women have cravings and things like this, so they're getting their favorite fast foods and all this, right? And then we're wondering why the number of premature babies and kids with illnesses and stuff is up, right? Because that amniotic fluid, what happens is when the diet is poor, it becomes like a foggy, it's almost like they're living in like a, what you would call like a foggy water, right? It's very clear and healthy for the baby to live in the amniotic fluid. But once the diet's poor, it becomes some foggy nonsense fluid, right? So now the baby's like, what the hell is going on here? I gotta get the hell out of here because this is not good for me, and I can tell. This is not what I'm supposed to be living in and growing in before I get out of this world. So let me get the hell out of this stomach, right? And that's why the number of premature babies is always on the rise. You can even look back, babies used to be in the stomach 10 to 11 months. Now it's 9 months, right? But now we're finding babies be trying to escape within 7 months because the amniotic fluid is all foggy and nonsense and full of the horrible chemicals that you're eating and putting into your body. So now the premature babies are on the rise, right? So if you have a child who's born with an issue, it's because the mother's diet was poor, right? And then we can go even deeper, right? So stop saying it's genetics, or my baby was born with this because of bad genetics. No, it's because you weren't eating the correct things through that pregnancy, or even years before, then you got pregnant, and now all of a sudden you want to switch up your diet real quick, but we didn't get rid of the bad things, so now your baby's still growing in a stomach full of fluid that's not good for him. Let me know if this is helping, right? We got to stop putting things on bad genetics and start putting our onus on the food and our addictions, because that's what it is. You're ruining the amniotic fluid that your child is being raised in for those 9 months. No, it's not genetic. It's genetic because you're eating the same foods your mom was eating, and she's eating the same foods your grandma was eating. You were having the same lifestyle. Even if you transition to vegan, right? Let's say you switch to, I'm going to be vegan because I'm pregnant. Meanwhile, the past 5-10 years, you weren't. And then on top of that, you're switching to vegan, but you're still eating bad foods, because just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. There's so many vegan pages on Instagram and stuff, and all they talk about is soy this and all these nonsense ingredients and fake this, fake that. And they don't really understand how the chemistry of the body and the chemistry of foods work with the body. They think just saying they're vegan or vegetarian or something means they're doing something healthy. There's plenty of vegans that are just as healthy as the person who's eating chicken and red meat every damn day. That's why I'm not one of these people that's be like, oh, if you're not vegan, you're bad. No, that's not how it goes, because I know tons of vegans who are eating trash all day, every day. Right? So we talk about the mother's womb and how it's damaged. I see I lost some viewers when I said that. I must have hurt some feelings, right? People hopped out like, nah, that ain't what it is. It's genetic. I always keep it real. So if you don't like it when I keep it real, our page ain't for you, right? And the people who want the info gonna come get it either way, right? And then you having kids with dudes, they got issues, mental issues, and you calling them crazy and everything else, right? But you having kids with them, right? And guess what? The info that is going to your child when the child is being conceived is coming from the man's brain, right? So if his brain is off whack, if he's crazy, right? If he has mental issues, right? Which you tell him every time you argue, and now you're wondering why your son is 2 and he can't sit still and he's running around acting crazy, right? You got to understand, it's called cerebral spinal fluid. So I gotta be careful with the words I use, because even though I be talking about, I guess, medical stuff, TikTok be trying to be slick. So I should be able to say sperm, right? Right? Okay, so the sperm that's coming from your man is actually coming from his brain, okay? So what that means is when a man is finishing in the bedroom, it comes out, everything like that. Let's be careful, right? It's coming from the brain. It's called cerebral spinal fluid, meaning it comes from the brain. It travels down the spine, and out. And that is what the sperm is. So it's going into you, right? Connecting with your egg and growing this kid from that guy's brain. So if that guy's brain is off, he's eating bad foods, and you're eating bad foods, and you're wondering why your child is born with an issue, right? So it goes deep. That's just a little basic breakdown for you. We have to start understanding these things. Comment the flex emoji if this is helping. Yeah, it is deep. Cerebral spinal fluid. It comes from the brain, down the spine, comes out, right? When you're having intercourse, it goes into the woman with her egg. It builds this character, right? And now the human is being grown in amniotic fluid that's cloudy and foggy because the mother's diet is so poor, and the information this kid got is from the father who was eating a poor diet. So his brain is messed up, right? Because we know poor diet, bad colon, all of that is linked to, it sends signals throughout the nervous system and causes anxiety, depression, mental illness, Alzheimer's, all this stuff. He had a high diet in heavy metals, right? Which causes psychosis, Alzheimer's, dementia, things like this, right? It just hasn't shown up yet because it hasn't been enough years, and it'll hit when the man's 50, 60, 70, right? That's the information that's being sent to your child, to the egg. The egg's being grown in the amniotic fluid. It's cloudy and foggy because your diet's poor. Now the kid comes out, it has an issue or a disorder, and you're wondering what the problem is. And then if you're linking with the man before you conceive with him, you should figure out your blood types, because certain blood types, no matter what, the kids will always have an issue, right? That's why you find like some families, they have 3, 4 kids, and all 4 of their kids have a disorder, right? Because they didn't test their blood type. They don't know what blood types go with what, and they're just having kids because they have love or feelings for this person, or because it was just a one-night stand. Either way, however you want to put it, right? They were wondering why every kid comes out with an issue on top of everything we just broke down with the diet, the cerebral spinal fluid, and it really gets deep. And these are why issues are coming along, and this is all tied back to the diet, right? No kids. I don't know if I'm ready yet. And I got to make sure the woman I'm with is on the same stuff as me, because you ain't going to be acting a fool with my child inside you, putting nonsense inside your body, messing up my kid. All right? So, just going in like we do. What's another question I get a lot? People ask the question about acne, or my child has acne, what do I do? Or I'm dealing with acne, right? What is acne? When it's coming out of your face, what is that? Right? You pop it, pus comes out, whatever you want to call it, right? What it is, that's mucus coming out of your body because your diet's too high in mucus, right? So do you have acne, or you see a person with a bunch of acne? No, it's not that they're just not washing their face enough or using the correct soap, because they have too much mucus in their body. They have so much mucus in their body that it's trying to come out through the skin, and now you have acne all over your face, right? So if you're dealing with acne, that's mucus coming out of your skin, okay? That is it. Stop eating mucus-forming foods. We talked about the regular Cavendish banana that y'all call the regular banana. Stop dealing with that. Stop dealing with dairy. Stop dealing with eggs. That's all mucus-forming foods. And then you're eating nothing but acidic foods on top of that, right? So we got to get rid of all that. But yeah, if you wake up, you got a bunch of what you call sleepers in your eye, thinking that's just normal. This is how it's been since I was a kid. It's been normal because you've been eating mucus-forming foods. You've had high levels of mucus in your body since you was a kid. And it's normal because your brother has it too, and your sister has it too, and your mom has it too. So y'all grew up thinking it's normal, not knowing that you all got too much mucus in your body, right? You're constantly spitting up green mucus all day, every day. You got green mucus seeping out of your eyes that you got to pick out in the morning. You got green boogers all in your nose all day, every day. Your child's nose is leaking green boogers. You got to clean it out every dang hour, right? That's the mucus. Too much mucus in the body. That's where disease comes from. Poor circulation, too much acid, right? This is the things we talk about. These are the #1 causes of disease. Let me make sure this is still recording. Shout out to New York. No red roast potatoes, no. Anytime you have any type of what is mucus seeping out of your body, that's not good. You're very welcome. Again, to go over some herbs with y'all, bladder-ax for the thyroid. Stop dealing with the turmeric. If you got inflammation, deal with yellow dock instead. We talked about this on the last live. All right, yellow dock is what you want if you're dealing with inflammation. If you're dealing with, you want to get rid of heavy metals, I've been getting that question a lot. Chaparral is what you want. But just taking chaparral and continue to eat the same diet isn't going to do anything. Just taking bladder-ax and continue to eat the same nonsense isn't going to do anything. Just taking sea moss every day, but still not making any changes isn't going to do anything, all right? Yes, custom coaching, it comes with all that. Custom meal plan, grocery list, workout routines for the gym at home. We do check-ins weekly, plan changes monthly. Throwing a bunch of free information and PDFs on holistic health, natural healing, things we talk about. That's $40 for 1 month or $80 for 3 months. You get a whole month free. Message me or just click the link in my bio right now. You'll see the custom coaching drop down. You click there, process payment. I'll gather your goals. Within 5 business days, I'll have it sent to your email. And that's the thing when you're dealing with looking for, and that's the whole setup. If you're looking for a naturopathic doctor, a holistic doctor, more times than not, almost probably over 95% of the time, your insurance isn't going to cover that, right? They're only going to cover you to go to your normal doctor who don't know nothing but to give you chemicals and pills and treatments and chemotherapy, right? That's the setup. So now you're like, dang, I can't afford a holistic doctor or a naturopathic doctor, right? So I guess I'm going to have to settle for this because I don't have the funds and my insurance doesn't cover it. So that's part of the setup. Because if you're dealing with a naturopathic doctor, a holistic doctor, they're going to want to get paid just like anybody else, right? Ain't nothing free, but your insurance don't cover it. So now you got to go to that doctor who's going to give you the nonsense. Because we know they're not curing anything. Nah, not familiar. Not familiar. Yeah, so if you just joined, we went over some foods I'll be eating. You always want to ask what food you eat. We went over some transition foods. We went over black mission figs to get rid of fibroids. Yeah, that's good. Wild rice is good. That's the only rice you should be dealing with. Don't deal with white rice, brown rice. Only deal with white rice. Trying to catch y'all. Yes, you must have just joined. So you meant, am I familiar with Dr. Sebi's teachings? Yes. As somebody I learned from, I was just mentioning how me and his son, Victor, Dr. Sebi's son, Victor, are going to be linking up so I can get y'all to the right herbs and where to get them. And then my homie Chef Key, his best friends with him. He does the alkaline meal prep. That's where I get my meals from, right? And then my best friend, his brother Polite, he was taught directly by Dr. Sebi, traveled the world with him for years. Learned directly from him. That's who I learned directly from. So, yes. Yeah, I got to get with him on his marketing and stuff. He doesn't really know. So you're not going to search him and find him. That's the problem. So I got to help him out with his social media and stuff. I got to help him with the social media. So give it time. Give it a week or two. I'm going to have everything put together to get you on the right position. I'm coming out with a deep 30-day detox program to help y'all get rid of heavy metals, cleanse the cells, cleanse the colon, cleanse the liver. So I'm working on that. I should have that up within a week. That's the plan. Hopefully by Monday. Get y'all on the right track. Yeah, it's definitely nice here. I love it here. Sun, palm trees, every day, all day. The carnivore lifestyle is why disease is constantly on the rise. And that's the most normal lifestyle. It's to eat your meat, right? That's what you're raised on. Right? So the most common lifestyle and diet. That's why it's mostly common for every person to get disease, right? It's just common now. It's normal, especially when you get a certain age. Oh, so-and-so got diabetes. So-and-so got cancer. So-and-so got high blood pressure. So-and-so got high cholesterol. Oh, yeah, they're like 50 now, so that's normal. That's what we think. They're 40, they're 50. They're not in their 20s anymore, so now it's normal for them to get disease, right? Because it's normal for people to eat nonsense food. Sometimes you got to take two and two and put them together. If everybody's getting illness and disease, right, and everybody's eating, majority of the world is eating a certain type of lifestyle, and majority of the world, we can throw religion into it, is religious and they're praying to God every day. Meanwhile, they're still getting sick even though they're praying to God every day. Then what's matching up, right? It's the diet, disease in the diet, right? Because we know probably 99% of the world is religious, so they're all praying. So even though they're praying, they're still getting sick. So what's blocking all that, right? It's the diet. Because you can pray to God every day, all day, but if once you're done praying, you wake up and you eat your bacon, and then for lunch you eat your KFC, then for dinner you eat your whatever other nonsense, guess what? You're still going to get sick, right? Because if you are religious, then we know the Bible says the herbs are for the healing of the nation, right? Not the chemotherapy is for the healing of the nation. Right? So sometimes it's just common sense, but we like to not listen to common sense. It's not that we don't have common sense. When we use our common sense, it gets pushed out of the way because the standards of normal everyday living. Then we talked about on the live the other day, which is on my YouTube. Again, go subscribe. Same name on YouTube, on IG. We talked about a lot of people will try a vegan diet or try alkaline diet, and they'll say, hey, I did it for a few days or a few weeks or a few months, and I just felt horrible. You felt horrible because, one, you probably tried the vegan diet, but still eating bad foods that aren't good for you just because they're vegan doesn't mean they're good. Or you tried the alkaline diet, right? Secondly, and what you did was you didn't know how to combine the right things so you're getting everything that you need for your body. Or thirdly, you did it correct, and now it's a week or a few days or a month later and you're feeling bad because now that's your body, because you're putting the right things into it. It has to get rid of the bad things. So they're coming out, the toxins are coming out, which is going to cause you to get sick. Anytime we're curing, or let's use the word healing, any disease naturally, any illness naturally, whether it's cancer, whether it's lupus, whether it's any autoimmune disease or anything like that, when we're putting you through these steps, what's going to happen is you're going to find that you actually get sick in many cases, especially if you're already super sick. If you're super sick from cancer, to get the cancer out, you're going to have to get really sick because that's going to be the cancer coming out of your body in the form of pneumonia, in the form of headaches and migraines, like things like this. It just happens, right? Because we can't just put in a bunch of good stuff and think you're going to heal. To heal, we got to get rid of the bad stuff, which also is going to make the bad things in your body come out of your body, through your body. You're going to feel sick, but that's part of the process, right? So yeah, I talked about how to fast. My 30-day detox program is going to break that down, what to use, what herbs to use, what foods, what diets to follow. That's going to be up soon within a week, right? I talked about on the live the other day what combinations of what herbs to mix, how to do it, what you should be drinking if you're dealing with any illness, how to make them into teas. You should be drinking it 3 times a day minimum. And that combination is good for any illness and disease, but depending on where that area in your body is affected, we may have to throw in different herbs, right, to be the steering wheel to drive that combination to the area. So if you're dealing with pancreatic issues or pancreatic cancer, we may need to throw in another herb to drive it to the pancreas, or another one to drive it to the kidneys, or another one to get it through the blood. So it gets deep. It gets very deep. That's why I like to do these lives, because I can go in without being timed. Let me make sure it's still good. So it's going to be for, I think somebody said inflammation issues, yellow dock, which is going to help with circulation. Elderberry is going to be for your cold and your flu-like symptoms. Chaparral is going to be for getting toxins from the body, from the blood, also heavy metals, in combination with some other things. Your bladder is going to be if you're dealing with thyroid issues. Echinacea is going to be if you're dealing with any liver or kidney issues, you want echinacea, right? I talked about this more in depth on my last live, just kind of giving you all a quick rundown. And yes, you can combine these things. Golden seal, you want to combine that, your golden seal, your echinacea, your burdock root, your dandelion root. I have a video on what to do if you have the Rona, the virus. I've had many clients come to me, especially in the beginning when it was really like going crazy. Every damn day I had like 3 clients like, hey, I just got the virus, I can't work out, what do I do? And I tell them what to do. Within 3 to 5 days, they're good. I didn't have not one tell me they had to go to the ER or anything like that. So, what is up? What is up? Cheers, cheers. Diana, I think it is. It's a new supporter. Showing a lot of support and love on IG. Shout out to you. Spreading the message. Ginger's good for inflammation. Yellow doc's good for inflammation. Yellow doc and ginger are good for inflammation. Then also, if you have poor circulation, it's the diet also. Again, I've done a video on this. I'll have to repost it. Eat more red fruits and veggies. So your red pepper, your cayenne pepper, great for circulation. Pomegranates have a red hue, great for circulation. Beets, really good for circulation. Watermelon, really good for circulation. Watermelon also is high in L-arginine. L-arginine is a naturally occurring amino acid, which causes blood flow, right? But then we still got to remove the negative things that are stopping our circulation. Because if you're eating a lot of red meat, your burgers, your steaks and things like that, that's slowing down your circulation, that's clogging your arteries, that's causing blood clots. So you got to get rid of the red meat especially. But then we get down to the pork and the chicken and things like that. It's not any better because that's super acidic, which we know is where disease lives. In an acidic, mucus-formed environment. And poor circulation. Poor circulation, too much mucus, right? Too much acid, right? Is where disease lives. Eating the wrong foods. Talked about the hair mineral analysis test. Talked about the food sensitivity test. These are all steps I gave you to really start figuring out, putting together a game plan so it works perfectly. I don't know what that question means. No cheese. Cheese is causing mucus in the body. No, LA. It's supposed to be a nice week. It's only supposed to be like 70 and sunny here in LA, and then next week it's supposed to be like 80 and sunny. We're talking about a lot. If you missed the live, we've been going in for like over an hour now. You'll get the rewatch. I'll upload it to my YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube, same name, youtube.com/TWalkTheHawk, or simply search TWalkTheHawk on YouTube, on IG, and I'll upload all these live, so if you're just joining, you don't miss it. We talked about almond milk earlier. Pork is horrible for you. It's acidic. If you need to substitute for cheese, you can make it out of cashew. But again, we talked about the main nuts you want to deal with. There's only walnuts and Brazilian nuts. Your best source of milk, somebody asked about almond milk. Your best milk is going to be walnut milk. Former smoker was good for lung repair. Anytime you're dealing with the lungs, the respiratory system, breathing, asthma, anything to do with that, you want mullein leaf. We talked about that in the live before. So mullein leaf is going to be for any respiratory issues, trouble breathing, former smoker. Yeah, I'm coming out with a detox program to get rid of heavy metals, because it's not only we want to cleanse the body of heavy metals, we want to cleanse the colon, we want to cleanse the liver, we want to cleanse the kidney, we want to cleanse the pancreas, we want to cleanse the cells, because a lot of us have damaged cells. All disease is damaged cells, right? There's no such thing as disease. What there's such thing as is damaged cells. And a specific amount of damaged cells, or certain damaged cells in a certain area of your body, is causing a specific type of disease and reaction in your body, right? So that's why I'm coming out with a full 30-day detox so we can cleanse all that, right? And yes, you're gonna have to do some fasting. This doesn't mean no food, no nothing. There's food fast, there's juice fast. I'm gonna break it all down how to do it. An easy way for somebody who's never done it before, so you can still be functional and not feel like you're dying. You're not gonna die even if you were to just drink water, but I'm not gonna make you do that. But we have to follow specific diets along with introducing the correct herbs and combinations to do this full cleanse. It should be available within a week. What can you substitute for breads and grains? Your best grain is going to be your quinoa, your sorry, just so much stuff coming through. Your quinoa and your wild rice. I did a whole breakdown on water, a whole video on the best type of water to drink, and why you shouldn't deal with purified water, why you should only deal with 100% mountain water. Just because the water says it's alkaline doesn't mean it's good. Stop getting confused by that. I have a website, but it's under construction. It should be up. My guys being slow, it should be up within a week or so. I had it up, but it was having issues, so I'm rebuilding it through another site builder. Yeah, thanks for the support. Be loyal supporters. I always tell y'all, don't just be a supporter that follows and clicks like. Comment the flex emoji, share the video. Don't be selfish with the information, because you love the information, right? So share, help somebody else, save a life, because a lot of people don't know this information, right? So be a loyal supporter. Share the information, comment the flex emoji. When you share it, when you comment on the videos, it boosts the video in the algorithm so more people see it, right? Which helps more people improve their health through the free information. Because I post a minimum 3 free videos daily to help people out. I do 1 live like this pretty much daily. Last week I did six lives out of 7 days, right? And y'all see I'm in here for like over an hour answering y'all's questions. So share the information, spread the love, spread the knowledge. That's all I ask when I post my videos. Go check them out. Just comment a flex emoji, comment how it helps you. Share it to somebody on your friends list. That's all you gotta do. Get minimum 3 free videos a day for y'all. 1 live like this. If you want the custom coaching, if you're new, most of you know what to do by now. If you're new, $40 a month for 1 month, $80 for 3 months, you get a whole month free. It's custom based on you, your starting point, your injuries, what diet you follow. If you eat meat, that's fine. If you're only pescatarian, if you're vegetarian, if you're vegan, it's custom to you. If you work out at the gym, if your gym's closed, it's custom to you. We do check-ins weekly, plan changes monthly. A custom cardio plan, custom meal plan, custom grocery list. I throw in a guide for herbs, for natural healing, all that. Right? If you have any questions, you can message me anytime. Get $40 for 1 month, $80 for 3 months. You can click the link in my bio right now. You'll see the drop down that says custom coaching. Click that, then it will direct you to process payment, direct you to message me. We'll gather your goals in detail within 5 business days. I'll have it sent to your email, and we do check-ins weekly. But enjoy the free advice. Keep commenting those questions. We're probably not going to be here much longer. It's been like over an hour now. Again, if you're just joining, you missed this live. We went in depth on a lot of subjects you don't want to miss. You're going to want to subscribe to my YouTube so you can rewatch the video. You can watch it throughout the week. If you don't want to watch it an hour straight, you can pause, rewind, whatever you got to do to take notes so you're good to go. Again, the custom coaching includes at-home workouts. Many of my clients are just doing at-home workouts right now. And I'm still posting client testimonials daily, losing 40 pounds, losing 60 pounds, losing 90 pounds, right? Because a lot of people's gyms are still closed. So that's why I still provide at-home workouts, low-impact workouts. If you suffer from knee pain, shoulder, like whatever it is, it's custom to you. I typically would drink warm water for breakfast, or in like a a pressed green juice. What's this guy talking about a phys ed teacher? I'm not no phys ed teacher. What is up? What is up? Yeah, so I've been live for like over an hour. Oh, okay, you're a phys ed teacher. That's what's up. So keep learning now so you can teach the kids. So I probably won't be on much longer, but hey, if y'all keep coming with the questions, I'll keep answering them. It's not about the brand of the water. Make sure it's 100% mountain spring water. Right? Don't worry about it saying alkaline, because I got a video breaking that down on my YouTube. It's titled I believe it's titled like, what's the best water to drink? Just because it says alkaline doesn't mean it's good. You don't want purified. Purified is pretty much like processed water. I broke that down in detail. Yeah, definitely nice weather here. If you drink warm water, especially in the morning, it's good for your digestive system. Or drinking warm water before you eat your meals, it helps your stomach digest your food a lot better. So if you're dealing with stomach issues, that's a trick you can do. Along, as I mentioned earlier in the live, papaya afterwards. That's one of the best natural digestive enzymes. So eat that after your food. The digestive enzymes break down the food. Purified water is clean, but it's pretty much processed. So they strip it of all the natural minerals that are in the spring water, right? And then just because it says alkaline water can be alkaline due to chemicals. A lot of alkaline waters, you turn them around and they'll have 5 ingredients you can't pronounce on the back, right? So that doesn't mean it's good for you. It's alkaline because they added chemicals. Many chemicals are alkaline. That doesn't mean it's good. Bleach and chlorine are alkaline. If you drink them, you'll be in the hospital, right? Yeah, I do weight gain, weight loss. It doesn't matter if you want to build muscle, you want to lose weight. It's custom to you. So again, if you want the custom coaching, click the link in my bio right now. It'll take you to a drop down. You'll see custom coaching. You click that, you process payment through PayPal or with your card. Or if you don't want to do it that way, if you want to do Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, just direct message me. I'll send you the link to that. And then again, gather your goals in detail. Within 5 business days, I'll have it sent to your email. I don't know what my throat is. I'm just squinting because the sun is so bright. And my screen is like super dim. I have the brightness turned all the way up, but it does this thing where it just goes dim for some reason. Alright, we're good. I can like barely see my screen. It's annoying. Late to the show, but have you always been in shape and healthy? Yeah, I come from a sports background. I played basketball in high school, won state championship, all that. I was supposed to go to college, but I broke my ankle. You know how it goes. But yeah, then I got real big, got into bodybuilding before I got into the knowledge, right? And I was up to like 275. I showed my transformation. For like 3 years straight, I went from 275 to 200 and back on purpose. Just first of all, to show people how easy it is to lose weight or to gain weight. And then second of all, just to like a bulking and cutting phase. I'm not into that anymore because bodybuilding isn't healthy. Just because somebody has abs and veins running through their body does not mean they're healthy. Many of them are some of the most unhealthy people on this earth. Especially when they step on stage and they're posing, they're all shredded and lean, they're super dehydrated, they're trying their hardest not to pass out. As soon as they run backstage, they drink a bunch of water, they eat a bunch of pizza and burgers and things like that because they've been dehydrating and limiting themselves of minerals and vitamins so their skin can be paper thin just so they can show off for a judge and win a trophy, because there's not even any money in bodybuilding unless you're like top 5 in the world. So these are all things we gotta get rid of the misconception. Just because somebody has a six-pack doesn't mean they're healthy. Just joining, we talked about black mission figs, the fibroids. This is like what I'll eat as like a snack. So instead of dealing with Skittles or Starburst or something like that, I'll eat some figs, right? I'll eat some dates, or I'll eat like a, what else? These ones are so good. And when you're getting anything like this, you want to make sure the ingredient, there's only one ingredient. It should be organic black mission figs. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but that should be the only ingredient. When you're getting like dried fruit and dried mango or something I snack on, that's like a candy for me, right? You don't want to get the dried mango that's covered in like cane sugar and all this nonsense. You want to make sure the only ingredient is organic dried mango. And that's what you can use as like your candy. Then people have this misconception of like, you shouldn't eat too much fruits because of the sugar. It's about the right types of sugar, right? Many naturopathic and holistic doctors for people with diabetes will put them on a fruit fast. So people think, oh, I shouldn't have fruit because I'm diabetic. Like, no, that's not how the body works. Nobody's ever died from eating too much fruit, okay? Nobody's ever got disease, cancer, diabetes, anything like that if they were on a 100% fruit diet. The problem is they were eating a lot of fruits along with all your other sugar and nonsense that you've been eating. Now you want to put the blame on the fruit. That's not what caused it. But yeah, let me get off here. I got a lot of plans I got to send out to clients. I see a lot of y'all signing up. I'm getting the notifications while we're on the live. So I got to reach out to y'all, get your goals, get y'all on the right track. And I got to send out like probably 20 plans. So I got to get it in. Then I'm going to go for a run before the sun goes down. Clean Up Man of Comedy. Yeah, shoot me a message on Instagram or on here. It's easier if you message me on Instagram, because I get like thousands of messages a day on here. I do my best to get back to them all. So yeah, let me hop off. Rewatch this live. There was a lot of information. I went in on many subjects, so you don't want to miss those. The replay is going to be on my YouTube. It'll be uploaded by the end of the day. And every live I've been doing like daily is on my YouTube. Same name. Sun going down now. It'll be back. I keep forgetting about this new questions tab. So I'm looking at the questions tab. Somebody said you're 20. Like, that's not a question, first of all. I'm not 20. Some random person I never even worked with said your program didn't help me. I've done it for 4 months. I don't even know that person. Just a spam person. Trying to spread negativity. Post client testimonials daily for 4 months straight. New client testimonials daily, not recycling any, on my Instagram page. So you can go check those out. I just posted a compilation of like 300 to 400 client testimonials on my YouTube. People losing 50 pounds, 80 pounds, 100 pounds, 20 pounds in a month, 10 pounds in a week. Client testimonials daily. I love it. It's what motivates me to keep going. Many of the questions that are coming in right now I answered already. So you're going to want to watch the replay of this live on my YouTube. YouTube.com/TWalkTheHawk or search TWalkTheHawk. Intermittent fasting of any type is good as long as you're doing it correctly. But let me get off. Now, you don't deal with that with apple cider vinegar. Super acidic. I'll holler at y'all later. Go show love on the videos. 3 videos coming tonight. Peace.